And we're back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man podcast, episode 555. It's going to be another rendition of Sunday Funday. And this episode of the Iron Man podcast, we are going to be doing a open spoiler discussion for M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap. Not Yu-Gi-Oh cards, okay? Not dudes pretending to be women. Not those traps. And not trapdoors you fall in through in horror movies. This movie's actually called Trap. Now, since this is not a part of a ongoing trilogy or a sequel to a previous movie or part of a franchise, in this episode of the Iron Man podcast for this movie, we're going to cut out the actual movie review. We couldn't do that for the previous episode because we'd have to do a long-form MCU project for that to ever be fruition. So for movies like this that are just kind of standalone that come out, we can just do the review and then they go out. And keep in mind, unless I state otherwise, we're always going to spoil something. Unless I literally put spoiler-free, like in the vlogs, it's always going to be spoilers no matter what it is, because I didn't go watch something just to not talk about it, because that's just fucking stupid. If you didn't, that's fine. You can click off. I don't care. I'm doing it for myself. But yeah, we'll just chat for a little bit and then just go straight into it. So I know you guys are waiting on my vlog. I did my vlog last night. I just haven't got a chance to put up the footage yet. I just haven't a chance to edit it. It's been so busy. Last night, the reason why we didn't have a show is because Nate's show ran later than it needed to be. And by the time,
to be. I'm sorry. Who the hell's in charge of my show, you son of a bitch?
Me. I'm the showrunner around here. I gave you the green light to have these shows.
You know what? You know what? The only reason we went over 3 hours is because we were having a fucking blast last night. And you know what? Darnell and all those guys might low-key be serial killers from what I found out last night.
Hey.
No, it's kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
No,
dude. We were just
we were gonna have. I was gonna do it earlier because people said before. Sometimes I can't wait. And this night was different in particular because showings at 9:30, 15 minutes of previews. That's another pet peeve I have to go into with movies before later after this. So we didn't have Saturday SmackDown last night. Nate's show ran a little bit longer than I thought it was, and then Society was gonna join with me and Emerald to start it off, and we could have just did the show ourselves. We can literally do it with like even two people too. But Drunken Emerald said he couldn't join, not because he didn't want to, because he had a bad migraine, and I told Society the show's gonna start at 5:30, and then I passed out until 6:49. So I was like, "Yeah, he's definitely not around after that point." So then,
I was wondering why Drunken wasn't there last night moderating, because he's one of my mods.
Yeah. So he had a bad migraine, and Society was gonna obviously do something after I didn't message him back for an hour when the show didn't start. And then by the time you ended, it was already 7:00, and Selena was like, "Hey, you gonna do the show?" And I was like, we do the show, it'd only be for like an hour and 30 minutes, and then I'd have to rush, do vlog footage, and then it just wouldn't have been worth it, honestly. So that's what we didn't have the show yesterday. And yeah, I went to the theater, I did the footage for the movie, and just saying, when a movie says it starts at 9:30, I would love if movies started on time, but they don't. That's my biggest pet peeve ever about movies. Showing says 9:30, 15 minutes of previews. Really?
What kind? You know what? What kind of fucking theater are you going to? I have to sit through 30 minutes of ads and then 30 more minutes of fucking trailers before our movies start. Like,
God, man.
Like I'll book a ticket that says, yeah, show starts at 4:20. No, that bitch starts at 5:10 because of all the shit you have to watch first. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's like, look, I get it. Get your advertisements in for movies that are coming out later, but other than that, you don't have to overdo it. And there's a lot of fucking movie theaters, and there's just a lot of movie theaters that overdo it to the point where you're like, dude, start the movie. Like, I'm not here to watch 30 minutes of trailers.
Like, just imagine this, because I know Darnell has kids. Like, Darnell has kids, so like, let's say his daughter or son got a good grade in school, and if you want to go see a movie. So kids get out of school at like 3 o'clock almost, or maybe like 12 if you're in preschool. So they get out around roughly 12 to 3 around that time frame, right? You go to the theater, it says 3 o'clock for a movie, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of previews. You haven't even started the movie yet. You have to get food, gas, potentially, all this time wasted. I just don't understand, why can't movies ever start on time? Just play the previews after the movie's over. Like, all the credits to go through, play the previews after that. Start the movie on time. 9:30, dude. I was 9:50 this movie started. 9:50.
See, I disagree with all that. Like, that to me, I guess being a kid in the 80s, that was like the big thing. Like, going to, we had no internet. Remember, we had no internet.
Yeah.
You barely got your news usually after it happened. So you'd hear about a movie and not hear anything else for months. The trailers were a big deal. My kids don't understand why I love seeing it. I love the trailers. They're like, Dad, why? Yeah, we see a couple good ones here and there, but why do you like this so much? I don't know. It's part of the movie going experiences that come from my childhood.
God, man.
I liked it, man. I like the trailers, dude.
No. I just saw this post from Vagabond. It's too good, man. I love it. This guy just has a way of doing things that pisses people off. But man, I've done it so many times. It's just not as special anymore to go there and sit through. Like maybe 3 trailers is fine, and maybe an ad.
Right. I can understand because we get so many of our trailers online now.
Yeah.
You don't need the movie.
I'll say it is cool seeing them on the big screen. Like watching the Trap movie trailer on my computer, which is a pretty good one, versus on screen, it was way different, honestly.
Yeah, 3 in an ad, fair enough.
I like that. You guys have the Nicole Kidman one. Well, there's a company that bought out our local theater. We have the smoking one of the dude saying, if you want to quit smoking, then I'm like, oh my God, we'll have to fucking hear us again.
You know what? Here's what I'll say on this. I think it really just kind of depends on what movie you're seeing. A movie like Trap, that's really, the only kind of people that are going to see Trap are people like us. Play 1 or 2, 3, 4 trailers at that, and just start the movie. But for a movie that kind of feels like an event, kind of like Deadpool and Wolverine, if you want to plug in like 10, 15 trailers at that to get people hyped up before the movie starts, I can kind of see where they might do that. But for a movie like Trap, man,
like a big blockbuster like Deadpool Wolverine, it would make sense why it would have 5 trailers. That's what one of the biggest movies of the year. People are gonna go watch it. They're gonna see through all the trailers. And that's the thing I've always kind of wondered too, is how many trailers do you even remember that you watched in a movie? Like right after they're over, do you just forget them? Like I've now trained myself to remember which movie because I might want to go check it out later on. But most you just forget them right after they're done, or you've already seen them, like Darnell said.
I think when I went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, the 2 I remember the most was probably the Alien Romulus trailer and
that one is good on the big screen. I will say that.
And the Speak No Evil trailer with James McAvoy. That actually looks pretty interesting.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm watching that for sure. Speak No Evil.
I don't know what's for y'all. Most of the trailers for Deadpool, Wolverine, and Trap were the same fucking trailers.
Yeah.
Almost exact same trailers. I'm like, man,
actually had a loop. Same shit. Actually, the same. It went from the Channing Tatum movie to Alien Romulus to that horror movie where it's like the Dangerous Game. He's in that looked kind of interesting, but there's been so many versions of that kind of concept done so many times. Like, I mean, Hunger Games is
speaking of Speak No Evil. Just a side note, where the fuck did James McAvoy go? Because he just kind of came back out of nowhere for this movie, and dude, I forgot how scary that motherfucker can be. He is really good at just being in thrillers. Dude.
He took a break after was it Split? He took a break. Yeah. No, not Split. Glass.
Glass, the third one. Yeah.
Glass.
He can always play characters like that where they look really just demented.
I could see needing a break after that movie though. Mentally.
Did you see how jacked he was in fucking Glass, dude? Oh my God.
He looked big in that too. The one the other day.
I'll say he's an actor where if I see him in a movie, he does a great job. He's always good. Honestly, I've not seen him in anything bad. Even bad movies around him, he'll still put out a great performance. So
I hated Wanted, but I felt his panic attacks. Like I felt his I felt what he was feeling.
Yeah,
good dude.
He's just a very good actor with a very dynamic range in his acting ability. He could just do it all, man. I mean, if you want to see him take on multiple roles, just go watch Split. Like the guy fucking kills it, dude.
Okay, when I was a kid, growing being a teenager, I did like this aspect of movie theater. Whenever I go to the theaters, even my own, I don't get popcorn anymore. I usually get either chicken wings, pizza, chili cheese nachos, and an icy. I'm not really that I don't hate popcorn, but I don't really care for eating it at the theaters anymore like I used to. Like I didn't eat a pretzel like you guys, and I fucking hate pretzels actually.
I usually don't get snacks anymore, and it's because we've had this conversation before. Snacks at the fucking movie theater are overpriced. That popcorn bucket behind me, the Deadpool and Wolverine one, $30
for a bucket.
And the fucking
The
drink cup, dude. It was a Deadpool and Wolverine combo. It was $30
the cardboard cup is like $12. The large 12 cardboard.
God, man.
And
Now-
the thing, like I said, I only do that at like,
Mhm.
special movies that, hey, it's got cool merchandise that comes with it. I might drop some money on occasion. But if it's a movie like this, I usually don't buy snacks. If I do have snacks, it's shit that I've smuggled in with me from like the dollar store.
I'm not gonna lie. I bought Skittles and M&Ms, like king size packs, and just walked in there with them in my pants. Just walked in.
I buy the popcorn, a Coke, and a hot dog. It's
Really?
it's because I only go like once every few months to a movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, same here. Yeah.
Dude, opening night for Avengers Endgame back in 2019, I can remember that theater was fucking packed.
It was packed
And-
for Fast X. Fuck off.
Well, dude, here's the thing. I smuggled in a whole like 2-liter of root beer, a big ass bag of Skittles, dude. I went in fucking prepared.
Hold
my
on,
guy.
wait a minute. You drink root beer? Are you a degenerate?
Yes, I drink. We've had this conversation before. I drink root beer. You've seen me doing it on fucking stream.
Whatever. It's fine. We all have our tastes.
Oh, but it would be all right if I was drinking like grape soda or something.
Yeah.
Would it, guy?
Yes. Like, what the? So that's my man. I don't think I like last
I do love
night.
grape soda.
It came out to about $26. So I got the ticket. The ticket was $11 for a single guy like me. Obviously hot, rich, good looking, rolling in there.
I get all mine for 50 cents.
I had an icy. That's like our like $5 itself for a large one, or it's like
Yeah.
$7. And then the popcorn
Mhm.
itself was like $10 for a small, or like $8 for a small. So it came out to like $26. And then I threw the popcorn away. I was like, I should have just got chili cheese nachos. And I ate all of those, but
Yeah.
I wasted like $9 on popcorn. I told myself, no more popcorn. I'm just not a fan of eating this in theaters anymore. I just give me my nachos,
I have
give me my
the
icy, and I'm chilling.
I have the AMC Stubs. I think it is.
Mhm.
Pay like $20 a year, so I get a free upgrade from like a medium to a large popcorn and a
Yep.
drink.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
okay.
free refill popcorn. It's like I've gone to a movie where I have to get I'll send my kid or
I'll
someone.
even
Hey,
get
go
the ice
refill this.
cream. I'll get ice cream, even though it's overpriced.
Yeah.
I understand it. You're right. You're paying for the experience. I'll even get ice cream or popcorn. Give me a Snickers ice cream before a movie. I'm good.
I just
Dude,
like
we
popcorn.
got pretzels and pizza.
Pretzels are trap. Fuck off.
We got sliders. We got
pretzels.
fucking.
I love
fucking.
pretzels. Leave me
We got
alone.
everything at the theater. I go near my house. Well, an hour away.
Dude, we sell beer and fucking wine at my
Do you
movie
get
theater,
the?
man.
Do you guys get the pizza and the chicken wings?
They have a full
at the
bar.
theater taste great. The chicken wings are absolutely
Really?
amazing. I don't-
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
we
I
got. chicken
usually
wings
get
at
If I
mine,
go to the
too.
Cinemark that's out of town instead of my local one, they have chicken wings and pizza. Oh my god, that shit tastes
Wow.
pretty good.
Do you got an Alamo Draft House over by you?
No, so we have this. We have a thing called Cinema Ranch, which is not like a brothel. It's actually a movie theater. Then we
Mhm.
have mostly Cinemarks and AMC. One closed down because COVID hit it pretty hard. But to be fair, it was really out of the way, honestly. But
Mhm.
that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, local theater is just it's not that it's terrible. It's just nah. God damn, no more popcorn for me. Just I can't believe I wasted $8 on that shit to throw that shit away. I took 2 bites and I was like, tastes like
Dude,
my
I
wife's dry ass
smashed. Dude,
pussy.
when I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, I smashed that entire thing of popcorn before like the 45-minute mark, dude. Like,
God.
I'll eat the
Yeah,
shit.
I had my hot dog and popcorn eaten before the movie started.
Oh, I know. It's funny because now some of the ads they play before the movies, they like tease you for eating your fucking snacks and drinking your drinks before the movie starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got-
Oh,
So,
in your theater,
w-
do you
another
know how
thing-
you have the? Oh, go ahead. You're lagging out. So I didn't see you.
That's okay. Sorry. Another thing with the stubs is every 5,000 points you get like $5. You get a $5 coupon, and I'll pack up. I'll get like 8 or 9 of them. Go get my snacks, and it costs me like $5 for snacks because I cashed in a bunch of coupons for it. So
Well, I've got a bunch of points just from my Regal Unlimited app just because of all the movies I've seen over the past couple of years. But
yeah,
I've got enough points now to where if I want to, I could go there every single time and get a free popcorn and a free drink.
Yeah.
Of course, they're smalls, but like you were mentioning earlier, I can get drink upgrades and popcorn
free upgrades and refills.
yeah. So
Now,
I mean,
I did consider getting the is it the A-list premiere? It's $20 a month with AMC, but you can go see 3 movies a week for free.
I've got something similar. It's Regal Unlimited, but like you said, it's essentially the same thing. $20 a month, you can go see whatever the hell you want, anytime, any day. If
Yeah.
I wanted to. I mean, there were days back in back in 2022, where I was at the theater the whole day seeing 3 movies.
How did you keep
Yeah.
those movies in your head? Just completely blows my mind. I
I
can barely
saw 'em-
keep
I
two
can
in
do
my
the same
head to
thing.
review.
I'm
God.
disappointed in myself, man. I saw 75 movies in 2022
Wow.
and have not been able to go back to doing that. You know, as much as I really want to, like part of me feels like I won't be able to truly ever go back to doing that.
Now, the trailers, I used to go to movies and hate the trailers because even though I grew up on them, because I'd want to see those movies instead of what we went to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But that was before comic book movies, which are that's like my top tier, what I like.
Yeah.
That and comedy.
This man
So
went to
I used to
this
go
man
to
went
movies
to
and hate trailers.
this man went to see Monster House and ended up wanting to see Spider-Man 3. Dude, I get
I
you know
used to
that's the
hate. I
thing.
love the trailers, but I hated them.
Well, here's the thing. I can remember because I saw Monster House in the theater when it originally came out. That was the first time. Once again, this is back, when the internet was really taking off and it was starting to, find its footing and shit. So they really didn't have trailers plastered all over, YouTube like they do now. So, and at the time,
Yeah.
I'm a little ass fucking kid. I love the first 2 Spider-Man movies. So I'm sitting in the theater watching, waiting for Monster House to start. And all of a sudden, oh shit, a fucking trailer for Spider-Man 3. Like to this day, dude. I got fucking goosebumps. Like I'm sitting there in the fucking theater just losing my fucking mind. Oh man, there are some trailers that are meant to be viewed in a theater like a movie, man. Like it just gets you hyped so much.
Definitely Brave New World.
No, I thought I was gonna have a fucking seizure from the amount of flashing that trailer was doing.
So I know it was mentioned in the group chat about they pulled a scene where Isaac shoots at Ford.
Yeah.
It was in the
It's not
trailer
the
I saw
trailer
for
anymore.
Wolverine. It was in the trailer. He's shooting the glass and Ford's right behind the glass.
Yeah.
It was in the
Be honest
trailer.
here. I didn't notice that was Isaiah Bradley that did it. For me, I'm not a person that slows a trailer down and see everything. It's just when it happens, I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? That didn't happen?
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. They removed it for the screenings I've gone to.
I saw it. Or it might have been for Trap. One or the other. It was in there because every time I see it now that we talked about it, I watch for it every time.
Yeah, it just honestly, I don't really give a shit enough about Captain America: Brave New World to really give a damn either way.
I'm surprised they didn't play an Agatha commercial before Deadpool. That'd have been the perfect place to do it.
Oh my god! Once again, Deadpool and Wolverine was a really fun, good time at the theater. That was really just a really good send off to what used to be the Fox Marvel universe, and it was just a fun movie. But now that it's kind of come and gone, now we're back to Marvel's gonna put out more trash here in another year.
Thank God this is their only movie they released this year.
It's probably
a good thing.
Yeah,
well, I've always said that. That's a good thing. How about we just did 2 movies in a show? I got to put out 4 movies a year. It's okay. 2 movies in a show is good enough.
They could have sustained it if they'd stayed with good stories.
They're not going to do that.
Try to lecture people. They could have sustained making 4 movies, 3 shows, 6 movies, 4 shows. They could have done it.
They'll find a way to make Dr. Doom a stand-in for Putin or something. I don't know what
before we do the movie review, before we do that, this couple chose to do us.
Saw that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
I want to do this when I get married. Like this is on my fucking bucket list right here.
Me too, but I can never find a woman into Star Wars.
I hate dancing is gay. Give me a woman that'll do a lightsaber duel with me.
She needs to show up dressed up like Darth Talon, and I need to show up
dressed
Duel
up like Fates playing in the background too.
Oh, shit!
That's even more awesome.
I think it was Duel of the Fates.
I mean, obviously, he could easily knock the sword right out of her arms right there, but that would be an ass something to do. Just make sure you best your
sword.
Wife on her
Excuse
me,
sir. That is a lightsaber.
Eat my ass, bitch. I've been seeing a lot of mixed reactions to this. A wedding is a celebration of marriage, and whatever way the couple chooses to do so, this couple appears to be Star Wars fans that are having a good time. Didn't that just directly contradict whatever?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That comment implies there are people mad about this?
Yes, there is people mad about it.
Yeah.
Why?
their special day and they are not hurting anyone. I think it's great. Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. People literally have nothing better to do than bitch about shit that has nothing to do with them. Like
watch right there, Edna Garrett. I think that one's not really a nice good comment. Down, down, down,
Yeah,
down,
no?
up.
Okay.
Oh no, above the Star Wars kid. Keep going.
Right here?
Keep going. Up, right above the Star Wars kid.
Right there?
Right here? To be realistic as possible with the Star Wars theme, never got laid that night.
It could be a joke. That could be a joke.
Could be a joke.
But I just got this feeling it's not.
It could be.
No way. People always do that. They always say how they really feel and then always say it's a joke. I never trust people sometimes. They're going to raise Baby Yoda. Honestly, yeah. Oh my God. People literally, I mean,
people literally got nothing better to do than complain.
Like marriage is an odd thing to talk about these days, but when people do get married, that is kind of a celebration on kind of bad. Usually some of them go. If they want to do that on their wedding day, cool. Up after guys, dancing is gay as hell. I don't even like dancing myself. That's so
I didn't like
gay.
it. My wife got mad at me because I wouldn't dance. I started dancing. That was
my God.
If I'm dancing
our first dance together, and I went to sit with buddies and talked and drank.
If I'm dancing at my wedding, I'm doing the perfect cast from a Goofy movie.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'll do that if I get married, which is never gonna happen because fuck that. I'll do that.
You never know, man. Never say never.
Okay. If she eats
Justin
my
Bieber,
ass,
settle down.
You might find a hot Latina tomorrow.
I'm just saying, if she puts her tongue in my ass, I will dance with her. Just saying. If she does that, then
in front of her father-in-law, what the fuck?
Probably not. Probably not. Are you mentally deranged?
Well, the way you said it, it made it sound like, okay, she needs to put her tongue in my ass in front of all these people, and then we'll dance.
Yeah, I kind of got that feel too.
Thank you for validating me, my friend.
I kind of got that feel too, where you were going with it. So, yeah.
Okay, so when he's back, we'll do it. When he's back, we'll do a review. All right, so everyone, if you're watching at 22 minutes in, when Nate comes back, that means if you do not want to be spoiled, I don't know, do whatever you want. Honestly, this movie deserves to be spoiled, given how fucking bad it is. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a crazy man, actually.
I still don't think it's that bad.
Suck my dick, you fraggot bitch. I love you.
I got a grape soda, not a root beer.
Good.
Is it purple drink or is it grape soda?
Purple drink. Oh shit.
No, there really is a drink called purple drink.
No, I know. Yeah.
Did it come out of Ivan Ooze's dick? Is that why it's called purple drink?
Oh
no, it's alcohol. It's to slow your roll. I think was the tagline.
Dude, this isn't even like Sunkist. This is just like the fucking Food Lion generic.
Oh shit!
Freaking
That's like a 25-cent can on the shelf that's been there for 7 years.
Hey, I can get a 12-pack for $3. I'm not bitching about that.
No, I don't blame you.
You're fine. No worries.
I get the store brand too, man.
All right. So everyone watching from 23 minutes onward, spoilers. So if you don't want to get spoiled, go have sex with your wife. Have sex with an anime pillow. Really don't care what. Put your
have a lightsaber fight with her on her wedding day, something like that.
You guys are probably not married because you're nerds and you watch movies like we do. So, you're probably not doing anything with women. So just do them with your best friends, which are mostly dudes, and lots of hot gay sex, obviously,
Hey,
I'm gonna find a woman that wants to watch movies with me and have lightsaber fights at the wedding.
I'll say this right now. The deal breaker is if a woman doesn't want to watch movies with me, we just gotta end that shit. That's a deal breaker.
If she doesn't sit down and at least attempt to beat my ass in Mortal Kombat, I'm not marrying her.
Oh my God.
You just narrowed the playing field down to like almost nobody.
Like even if she's just jerking me off watching the movie because she doesn't care about it, doing some Netflix and chill shit, I'll take that actually. Because I would even ask girls, like, did you remember the plot of the movie? They would say no. I'm like, all right, awesome.
MSK's entire life is a pretend porno inside his head. Everywhere he goes, he's constantly getting hand jobs or getting his ass eaten out. Like something's always happening somewhere with this guy, but
hey man,
it almost seems to never happen.
All right, let's have some fun. All right. No.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it. I was
trying to thrust an imaginary Rasengan at people.
Use some graphics, man. That was cool.
I was like, to set up power up. Oh, I hate. Oh, one
15
pet
minutes.
peeve. One pet peeve is like all YouTubers now are doing the whole thing that classic TV used to do. Remember, it was like it has like them saying the spicy part where it says coming up, and then in the video, it's you get to the spicy part. It's much later on. Oh God, coming up. Are you like ranting about something crazy, and then you gotta wait to get in the video to watch
it's
it?
like 2 hours. Yeah,
I'm not doing that shit, guys. I'll basically just go off crazy. Oh, so what I want to say before we start the movie review. Oh, keep in mind, whenever I review something, I don't know how people do it. I review things in a different way that people do. I am just speaking about how I feel. If you take that in any form that's negative or bad, that's your own problem. I'm just speaking about the good and the bad, whether I liked it or disliked it or I thought it was mid. It's just, I'm just trying to show people we're just dudes chilling, talking about movies. We're not trying to find like the secret racists around here, obviously, you know, not that serious. It's movies, people. We're not, nothing super incriminating here talking about M. Night Shyamalan. Just pointing out, if you think otherwise, then you're all terminally ill in life and you're stupid.
This is a man who's literally the human walking equivalent of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. So,
hey, but you know, he's made a career out of it.
Mm-hmm. He's
Hey everyone, I am black. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm entertaining. Okay, I'm being serious now. Okay, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna end up putting out my wife of her misery.
You didn't even say anything.
I wasn't leading off with anything. What? It's okay. We're fine. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a movie review for M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap. And I'm joined here in this movie review for M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap, with Full Metal Nate and Mr. Darnell Quigley, actually. So how you guys doing? What's going on, man?
Good, man. How about you? How y'all doing?
Oh, you know, I went and saw this and contemplated actually after it was over, getting a rope, tying it to a rail and jumping off. But then again,
I think you were just mad that the main actor wasn't staring at you the entire time.
Oh
my God!
He ended again.
I threw myself out.
Stupid.
Okay.
I get my one retry. I get one of them. Oh God! Everybody gets one, right? Spider-Man? No.
No matter what, we're powering through this.
No matter what, we're gonna beat each other's buttholes.
That's fine.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
How does that have so much relevance to what we're going to talk about? Just blows my mind. That right there is not even irony. That's just on the money right there.
Yeah,
that would make.
I'm now the gladiator, and I'm entertaining everybody. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm being serious this time around. Movie review time, boy. Put on your hats and put it in your ass.
I'm good.
I thought you were.
If I go get my hat, you're gonna make fun of me. So.
It's like your tinfoil hat.
Well, fuck. Now he's wearing a hat, so now I have to wear one. Son of a bitch.
Oh my God. He knows we were joking, right?
I know.
Maybe I should just do the review like this.
Watch.
If I just do the review like this, it'll be so weird. I couldn't even see out of this shit. I'd be like, God, I can't see anything right now. If that's a Pornhub hat, I will fall out of my chair.
Oh man.
That'd be so cool, honestly. I'd be like, man.
Why you ain't get a hat?
But you're not black. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Why you ain't get a hat?
What?
Oh, Nate, why you ain't get a hat?
We were all trying to like hat sync up.
But I'm not wearing a hat.
Fuck you.
Doesn't matter. We're leaving it on. And he loves, you can tell he loves black women because that's for Black Panther, honestly.
Hey, this hat got me laid in a movie theater one time.
Me too. How did you find it?
Wait, that hat got you laid too?
I bought it at with Letitia. I wish it was with Letitia Wright. Good Lord, she's got a lot of ass. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the. I don't like using Wikipedia, but I need to pull for the cast to be here because I'll forget some of the names actually.
Yeah, your boy Full Metal Nate don't discriminate.
Just saying. M. Night Shyamalan's daughter was in the movie. I know that was her.
She was a singer.
Yep, she's a singer.
She looks like she's like 25. She looks like she's 20
Here's the thing. you know, one of the things I thought about, I mean, she could sing. She's good. She just can't act.
Born in 1996. Yeah, she's 28. I was like, God damn, that lady look like light skinned girls or like dark skin. Man, I was like, she's really pretty. Holy fuck, that lady's hot. God damn.
Yeah. Just
Yes,
all right.
sir.
So she was just, I was like, dang, what? Whatever. It's okay. You don't need to go into that. Not the time for that stuff. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka eating your mom's ass. Okay, I'm joking. God, fuck. Okay. All right. I will entertain you guys from here on out. Okay, I promise. We're starting for real. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a movie review on M. Night Shyamalan's newest movie, Trap. And joining me here today in this movie review for M. Night Shyamalan's newest movie, Trap, is Full Metal Nate and Darnell Quigley. So, in the description box below, I will leave their YouTube channels and Twitter's link down below. And make sure you guys go over there to their channels, give them a sub, and follow them on any of the social media platforms that they are on, which would be Twitter, which is the ones I will link, actually. So, as you guys know from me, M. Night Shyamalan is certainly one of the directors of all time. He either makes apparently some of the best movies or some of the worst ones, right? So the only movies I've seen from this guy, and by seeing, I'm talking about in parts too, some of them. I've seen The Happening, which was a Mark Wahlberg, Zoe Deschanel. My brother bought it on DVD from a liquor store. I was like, that's kind of cool. Like the promotional art looked cool. You put it in, if I ever did this as a video, top worst movies ever, that is going to be one of them. That movie is steaming dog vomit.
It is literally one of the worst movies ever made. Yeah. So
people know this about me. I was never into like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they said there was a movie out, and I was like, "Am I Shyamalan?" I was like, "Wait, hold. I know that guy. That guy directed The Happening. That movie was trash." Guess what I did? I checked it out at a friend's house. I told my friend James, so I was at his house one time, and I was flipping through the channels. It came on, and I was like, "All right, this can't be that bad as everyone says." No, it's bad.
Like, it takes a guy 10 judo backflips just to move one rock.
If
actually
you didn't see the movie, it was so dark. It was so dark you could see shit. Oh, you saw shadows.
You can tell that movie's not good. It was voted worst movie of the decade from 2010 to 2020. Come on, how that movie outmatches every other shit movie you probably watch, and there have been some bad ones. So the movie after that I saw from his, and this was in parts too, was After Earth. I saw a little bit.
Oh God!
Oh,
no!
And then he did. He didn't direct this, but he produced it. He produced a movie called Devil, where the people were in the elevator and they dropped a piece of toast and I figured out who the devil was. And I was like,
here's the thing about Devil. Devil could have been really cool if you hadn't
the
fact that it's the fucking devil.
It was cool, man. I dug it.
I'm not saying the movie wasn't cool. I'm just saying you already know what the I'm just saying you already know what the fucking twist is because it's on the poster.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
As you guys know, on my days off, people like to know I like to watch a League of Legends podcast called Summoning Insight with Monte Cristo and Thorin. They had a new episode up, and I clicked on it, and it had a trailer for it. I don't have ad blocker. I like to support the content creators that I like, because if any of you guys ever got like ads, and I want to support you guys with advertisements, so I played it. I was like, this was kind of cool, and I was like, fuck. Directed by M. Night Shyamalan. You know what's crazy? All three of us said the exact same thing before we watched this steaming pile of dog shit, and we were right. We convinced ourselves he wasn't that stupid, and he did it. And I'll explain it right now. We all told ourselves that he wasn't going to spoil the twist in the trailer. And to be fair, the actual revealing twist pales in comparison to this. I'm not shitting you. If you play Trap Trailer 1, you've watched the entire movie. I'm not kidding you. Play the first trailer, you watch the whole movie.
Well,
he actually did it. He actually did it. He put the serial killer in the trailer. Well, he actually did it. We convinced ourselves he wasn't going to do it. We're like, okay, he's not that stupid. Like, come on, he's not that dumb. No. We were wrong. All of us are wrong. He's just that dumb. That is so bad. Well, that's awful.
You watch the first half of the trailer. You watch the first half of the movie. The other half of the movie they don't show you involves a plot point where a side character becomes the main character out of nowhere, and she's just a really bad actress.
So that's my biggest problem here is, like, if you're gonna do a movie like this, the way that I liked Knives Out, I know some people didn't. The way Knives Out did it is better because not all people say they revealed the killer. That's not true. She wasn't the killer anyways. And the way Rian Johnson subverted your expectations in the movie played out, and it was written really well compared to his Star Wars Last Jedi that we don't talk about. But that's the way you do that kind of movie. This is a subvert your expectations movie because he's a guy known for his twists, right? So you really think he wouldn't put the biggest twist in it's literally a trailer. I promise you. It's there. We were just being like, Kate, we'll give him the chance.
There's no
He's
way.
not gonna do it, right? No way.
Yeah.
No. Fuck, man.
No, go ahead, Dorno.
I honestly thought that it was gonna be he was not the killer.
Mhm.
He was
That's what I
just
thought
like
too.
I thought the big twist could be he was someone who was trying to like copycat,
That's what I
or
thought too. Yeah.
and then they were going to find the killer and he'd take over the mantle, or he would just be some dude and him getting killed.
I thought he was potentially being coerced to like he had to do this for somebody else who was the real killer.
Yeah, because the butcher wasn't there making him do things.
And
I
it
thought
like that
too,
in the trailer. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's kind of like you guys in the fact that, they pretty much spoil what the twist is in the trailer. So for like the first maybe 25, 30 minutes of the movie, I'm like, okay, maybe there's another twist here that I'm not seeing that they're going to spring on us at the last minute. I thought maybe he's working with the police, like maybe he's undercover, maybe he's trying to think like the kid. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to think like the killer so he could possibly catch him. You're constantly, as you're watching, you're constantly looking for these little nuggets to grab onto that could possibly lead you down a different path. But the problem is it doesn't go anywhere. It's like you said, the entire first half of the movie is in the trailer. If you've seen the trailer, you know what happens in the first half of the movie. And
not even sad, man. Not even sad. You've seen the entire first 2 acts of the movie. The entire first 2 acts are in the trailers. All of them.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not there is when they go on the limo. That's it.
I will say this. The first 2 acts of the movie where they're in the stadium and he's going around and he's trying to find a way out, it is effective. I will say that. I think Josh Hartnett, he's a great actor. I don't think I've seen him in a lot recently. I think the last thing I saw him in was 30 Days of Night.
He retired for a while after he made a movie with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I think he did. But last thing I saw him in was 30 Days of Night. He does really good. And for me, there's a lot of people that are really mad about his acting choices. I didn't mind it too badly because he is playing a character that is literally pretending to be the good guy. He's not showing his true nature. He's awkward. He's calculating. So you're watching this psychopath trying to play up the fact that he's a good guy and go, hey, my daughter, are you having a good time? So when he's saying shit like that,
the whole movie,
you see the cracks in his armor form more and more as the story goes on. And I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, and this is the thing is, to be fair to M. Night Shyamalan, if you actually read the synopsis of the movie and you've seen the trailer, well, obviously Josh Hartnett is the butcher, but that is spoiled in the trailer though. So it's hard to get these kind of movies. You can't do that. I'm sorry, because where's the mystery then? Like, people watch these to go like, I need to kind of guess who the cast member is, or the twist is maybe it was the wife who obviously isn't the killer, but maybe that who it's.
I was expecting the girl to go into the bathroom and
that's what I thought too. She was gonna come out and
the
like,
butcher, and then it got how she says and it gets quiet.
Yeah,
I was expecting the door to open, the wife to be like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, well, it's like I said,
that would have been a twist.
You're constantly waiting for that nugget to where they're like, okay, this guy is not the butcher, but the thing is, he does so much despicable shit in the first 2 acts of the movie
on the stairs. That already kind of says it right there.
Yeah, it's that, and plus, he goes into the little restaurant they have in the freaking arena, and he puts the vials of what is it? Is it like oil or something?
It's glass
oil. Yeah, you actually can't do that. That's what happened if you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, he puts it in the frying oil, turns the thing up, and it explodes, and basically just eradicates some poor girl. So yeah. Once those things go down, you're like, okay, there really is no other twist. He's just the bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not only just the cell phone moment. It's just when he pushed that girl down, you're like, okay, that's already pretty odd. That's pretty pushed a girl down who's fainting, maybe like hungover. He pushed. That's pretty fucked up right there. Drunk. Yeah. So I want to ask you guys one thing very quickly. Was this movie rated R or was this PG-13? I forgot.
I don't know. I think it was rated R.
Honestly,
I think it was rated R. Hold on. Trap.
because I'm pretty sure this is rated PG-13. I could be wrong.
No, you're right. It is PG-13.
Okay, so
That's
now
what
I
I
don't
was
feel
gonna say.
bad. I took my 12-year-old to see it. She loves horror movies.
Oh no,
She loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it.
I don't. It's not about mostly if it's rated R PG-13. It's mostly about this movie being PG-13 hindered it completely. Because remember, keep in mind, this guy, Josh Hartnett's character, is the butcher. Like I mentioned earlier in the movie review, it's real in the trailer. He is the butcher. But throughout the movie, he actually never killed anybody. They don't show him actually killing anybody. He just does very despicable things. I'm not saying he's not the killer. He is. It's just if you're gonna buy me into this character, I think the movie being rated R would be more beneficial for it because in this movie, there is a serial killer chopping people up and they never show you him actually killing anybody. That is just like stupid.
And the fact that they spend those he pushes the woman down the stairs and he scars the one girl in the restaurant. But other than that, he doesn't like kill anybody. And even once you get to like the final act of the movie where he's just screaming and losing his fucking mind, even then you're like, yeah, you're still not like you're supposed to be this big serial killer, but you haven't proven you haven't given me a reason to be fucking scared.
None of the movie shows it.
He scared me. I was scared. Follow me here. Follow me.
Okay.
It's a mental scare.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid for the characters on screen.
No, that makes sense. The psychological aspect of it, I think. The part you're talking about when they were at the house, you were kind of fearing for the kids and everything. I thought that's when the movie would have gotten a little bit better. When they're at the house, maybe he's revealed obviously they find out he's the killer. He traps him in the room or puts her in a dungeon, something like that. I thought that was going to happen. It usually happens in movies like that. Yeah, because like that usually happens in movies like these. That's kind of what always happens, but it doesn't happen that way. Go ahead.
I was going to say it does do a good job of building atmosphere and building tension, but the problem where it fell flat with me is that I just felt like there was no execution behind it. Like they spent all that time building up that tension and atmosphere only to do absolutely nothing with it.
Yeah. The movie feels better when it's in the concert trap feel. Once it moves out of that, I'm telling people shit just goes off the rails. So before we get to that, I actually disliked more of the movie than probably most of you guys do. The things that I did like. So I'm not a father myself. Darnell is. You probably understand which parts I like. I did like the father-daughter dynamic and the immersive concert feel. I did like that. That was done very well to me. I feel like they really tried to get you into a concert feel if you've ever actually been to one. And Matt Shyamalan, I don't know if his daughter ever wanted to be a singer or she has been a previous singer, but I feel like he did a pretty good job for his daughter to put her in that kind of position. I think she did an overall decent job. There were some parts I didn't like what she did, but overall, for her to be a convincing singer and for what they did in terms of like the concert, the overall tone and tension of the movie, I thought it was good. Those parts I did enjoy, honestly.
To kind of add on to Darnell's point about it being a mental scare too, one of the things I constantly thought about while watching this is, what is this movie trying to tell me? And it's the fact that he does seem so normal to a point, even when he's interacting with his daughter and he's just passing by all these people, at this concert and no one suspects for a minute.
The shirt guy,
he's the killer. Yeah, is it playing off this idea that anyone around you could be a murderous psychopath? You don't know, because the thing is, when you hear about killers on the news or you see a picture of somebody that they reveal as a serial killer, you're like, dude, that guy looks completely normal. Like,
what's
that right? That right.
Everyone will walk by at least 5 serial killers in their lifetime.
Yeah, that kind of thought right there is scary to me, because in our everyday lives, we go about our lives and not really think about anything like that. For all you could go to work or go out to the grocery and, like you said, be walking by somebody who's a complete and total psycho, and you would never know.
Yeah, but I think the reason why it fails in the movie is because after a certain point, it's him. Unless you are just some person that just honestly doesn't see that many movies to the point where you couldn't tell. So, because if you've seen enough movies and enough television, you can kind of tell these things. These are kind of like things you build up. As the movie goes on, he's a bad guy. You can.
I think the movie should have ended 15 minutes earlier.
Yeah, that's another problem with the movie. Scenes drag on way longer than they need to be.
Dude, it gets to a point where it feels like it's going to end, and then it doesn't end.
So
and then
actually, the runtime isn't it an hour and 30 minutes?
It's an hour. It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, hour 45.
Way too long.
Well, here's the
still
thing.
like an hour 30.
Like
max,
I said,
maybe.
there comes a point in the movie, and I think you guys know the point I'm talking about, where it feels like, okay, this is a good ending place. You could end it here,
right.
but it keeps going. And
Yeah,
then after that,
yeah.
after that, it gets to another point where you would think it'd probably end, but then it keeps going. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, dude, like, when is this gonna fucking end? Like, what are you trying to do
There
or
was
tell me?
There was the part. Oh my god!
in the
When they were-
garage.
Oh, right there.
I thought
Okay.
the gate was coming up. And there was a bunch of cops. That's
I
what
thought it too. Right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with the movie is that just in that act specifically, that's where the movie completely falls apart for me. Even outside of the big twist
Yeah.
that I'll get into why
Yeah.
that's really retarded later on.
Yeah.
And by
Also-
retarded, I mean I'm talking like Halloween Kills level. I'm not gonna rant as badly as
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's just an endless cycle of just bad decisions. But this movie has a twist that is so bad. My brain actually dropped when this lady was talking because the more she revealed stuff, you're like, wait a minute, all makes no sense. But before that, there's a part in the movie where the cops come when M. Night Shyamalan's daughter character Raven is saved, essentially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna feel how stupid this is. They could literally swarm this guy. Somehow he like does a Houdini,
Yeah.
and
Well,
he
no,
ends up being
no.
the driver.
Well, hold on. That part
Because
makes sense
you
to
don't see
me
him 'Cause
because when you have I'm getting real life shit here. When there's a barricaded subject like that, you can't just rush the house. So
yeah,
he had time to get to his escape route, and he could have snuck up behind the officer and
yeah,
gotten him.
yeah. But in
That part
moment,
I had no problem with.
well, but in that part, you can see him, and then like so forth. That's probably would have happened. Probably deleted scenes because it cuts right there, and then
They say we
she's
see
in the
him.
cart. Yeah, but
They say we have
after
eyes
that,
on him.
After that part, she's in the limo with who she thought was her bodyguard, and then it's him, and you're like, wait a minute,
No,
you
no,
need to show that stuff, right?
They
If
did.
he's-
They did. They did.
Maybe I
They
fell
did.
asleep on that part. Maybe I dozed off.
They did. You hear the doors open, and you hear
Yeah.
you can tell it's Josh Hartnett, but he tells
Yeah,
the driver,
yeah.
he tells the drivers, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he told the driver
Yeah.
he was complete get up of his
Yeah,
SWAT
but
gear. He
How
told
would he
the
get to
driver-
that point if they know he's the killer at that point? That guy should be in handcuffs.
Well, you saw
that guy
this,
should be
but
locked down.
you saw so he's in the house while they're
Yeah.
talking to him again. This is a problem with movies. There was
Oh,
probably
you're right.
close
Wait a
to
minute.
30,
I remember.
probably
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes went down that we're not going to see while they're talking to him in the loudspeaker. He's getting to his escape hatch. He gets down, goes through, comes out, catches, sneaks up
There you
behind
go.
officer, probably kills him or hurts him, knocks him out, takes his gear, tosses it on. They had masks on too.
And then after that, another scene happens like that where they're literally in public, and somehow he can just
That
He just
part
got away.
bothered me because you can see
That-
through the windshield, and
Yeah.
they didn't
Yeah,
see him
so,
strip off
somehow
and climb
this
out.
guy did a Goku instant transmission, teleported out of his fucking limo to go back to his house, even though at that moment, keep in mind, at this moment, he could literally just leave. No one would have found him. He actually would have escaped the trap. Actually safe. He goes back to his house to be
Yeah.
trapped again.
But
Yeah.
Makes
Again-
no sense
again,
whatsoever.
that's something that has tripped up a lot of serial killers. They want to go back, and they go
Yeah.
back.
Somehow,
That's
in this spot,
that's a real life
They
thing.
had the SWAT teams, FBI, right there. There's no way he could escape them anyway because there's only two ways to get out in a limo. Limos are very long. He actually got out, even though it was must teleport it out. Because there's no way you get
Yeah.
out.
'cause
Well,
they-
it wasn't even the police. The entire limo was also just swarmed by people. So
Regular
how did he?
people too.
Yeah. How? So
they all had cameras on 'em.
there was literally no physical. And look, you can cry movie magic or science or whatever. I don't give a shit.
No,
There
that's
is
just
no.
plot
there-
armor
there-
moving the
that's
forward.
just there is no logical, realistic way for someone to Houdini out of a situation like that when there's like 100 pair of eyes
It's only two
looking
away
at you.
in that scene. Remember, it's only two away. He put the helmet and the gear in front to diverse them. It's like all these cops are stupid. These people are just stupid. How did he? What? You
Well,
would
it's
see
like
that.
well, it's
And
like
then he
even
appears in the crowd.
well, it's like
Oh my
even if
god!
it's like even if he did that inside the limo, how the fuck did he get out of the limo?
No one saw the door open.
No
No-
one saw the door
nobody.
open? That's fucking
Yeah.
hell. And then so I have to reveal what the other twist is. So this is not in the trailers, but
maybe
the real
you
twist,
maybe
what?
you can. I was gonna say maybe you can provide better context because they completely lost me. I zoned out. I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute.
So the real twist is so beyond stupid that on the surface level, I will say it even sounds more stupid when you break it down. So basically, long story short, the wife that we don't even see or hear about to the third act of the movie that they try to emotionally gauge you into, even though you don't care about this character because you've not seen her throughout the entire movie, she reveals she knew he was the butcher. She found out things he was doing. Basically, long story short, she put 2 and 2 together. All right, I want to tell you guys how fucking stupid that is. Okay, so she figured out her husband was a serial killer, then knew the husband purchased tickets to Raven's concert with their 8-year-old daughter. She sent her serial killer husband. She sent her serial killer husband with her daughter to be alone. And she knew that might be the single-handed most dumbest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. What a piece of shit mother. The mother knew her husband was a serial killer and sent their 12-year-old daughter to be with him in a concert where he could, I don't know, kidnap her, leave her alone, get her killed being with him.
That
is like, holy shit, this movie is actually terrible.
This movie
is stupid.
This movie feels like it should have been like maybe an hour and 5 minutes. I'm not even going to say like an hour and 30 because all the stuff at the concert I think is actually pretty interesting to a point.
Yeah,
like I said, it does a good job of building tension and atmosphere. And I think it does a good job of putting you in his shoes. Like there's a moment where you're kind of rooting for him. You want to see how the hell he gets away from the police. But once they leave the arena and they get in that fucking limo, the whole movie just nosedives off a cliff.
I'm just saying, so that, you know how even worse that is in context? Not only did she put her daughter in grave danger knowing that guy's a serial killer, this lady also probably knew that guy was hiding people in that apartment.
Yeah.
She knew he was a serial killer.
No, again, she went to the apartment and checked there was nothing.
So he did manage to cover that up.
Yeah.
But she
all they have was a chair.
But the fact that she knew he was a serial killer and then put her daughter in that position, like that.
Yeah. And look, hey, my daughter, we walked out, we get in the truck. It was me, my daughter, and a friend of mine. We get in the truck to come home, and she goes, "Dad, why did the mom not say anything to anybody?" I'm like, I don't know. My 12-year-old picked up on
writing that is because they're trying to convince you that the mom is like some nice, sane person, even though she reveals that's why the reveal kills the entire movie. So that means that she knew he was a serial killer for I think she's about 2 weeks when he was doing because it happened in about 2 weeks to a month of all those butcherings. Now that you know what the butcherings, she put her 12-year-old daughter with a She put her 12-year-old daughter with a serial killer to be trapped alone with him, and hoped that the FBI could capture him. They didn't. Like, what?
Now tell me, were you guys thinking this? Because this literally happens in the exact same scene where he goes to confront his wife and he takes off his shirt and he's got the knife and shit.
I thought he was gonna kill her.
I thought he was too, but all of a sudden he starts hallucinating his mother. Please tell me you were thinking, kill Jason, kill for mother. I was sitting there watching it, and I'm like, kill for mother, Jason.
Yeah,
I'm like, when did this turn into Friday the 13th? What the fuck is going on here?
He hallucinated her earlier a couple times.
So I was thinking to myself, wait a minute,
you kind of figured
this
out.
entire movie makes no sense. From what I just told you, what the actual big reveal is, why didn't she just call the FBI to get him before they even go to the concert? That would mean the entire movie makes the entire movie makes no sense and it's worthless. She literally just could have called the FBI at their house, captured him, no movie, or they get captured on the highway there, on the road there.
Yeah.
What a stupid fucking reveal. That might be the dumbest reveal in the entire history of movies. It makes the movie basically not a thing.
Let's talk about the FBI for a second. There's two things that bothered me before we got to the end. And I talked about this on the way home with my buddy and my daughter. One, movies like this, everything they show has a meaning. Everything.
It has to, given how serious it is.
But there's one thing that I still cannot find a meaning for. At one point, he's back at the seat with the daughter. There's a cup on the floor. The camera's focused on the cup, and you see him drop something in the cup. What did he drop in the cup? What was the purpose of it? Have no clue. They never did. I felt like it was put in there
to confuse
you.
The ending. Remember how she says you're gonna have because in prison you gotta have your one last meal before they whatever. Okay, people. She says she's gonna feed him cake. And this guy, come to find out, he's not eating cake. He's eating stuff you give to animals to knock them out.
It was probably like pain medication or something.
It's called a sedative.
Yeah. It's something. Yeah, something.
I don't understand how stupid that is. Not the actual giving him the sedative. Oh my god.
How would he stall him?
Does he know what everyone would know out their adult life what cake tastes like? How would he not know he's not tasting cake?
To be fair, if you got she gave him a piece of pie, and I think they mentioned it earlier. I think the Shyamalan's daughter mentioned how rich it was, how sweet it was. You can hide it's documented. You can hide poison in a very sweet cake. One of my classes I've taken in law enforcement was about serial killers and stuff like that. And oftentimes there's a lot of medicines and poisons that are flavorless, and it looks like just confectionery sugar.
Okay.
Speaking of missed opportunities, I really think if they wanted to do a crazy, third act like they tried to do in this movie, instead of having this whole Raven thing where she's the main character all of a sudden, why not just keep him as the main character and have him go up against Haley Mills' character? She plays the FBI profiler.
Oh my God.
Because they spend so much time trying to build her up and
building her up.
Yeah,
I was about to say that.
Yeah, you're kind of sitting there watching it. You're like, okay, does he have some history with her? Has he have they crossed paths before? No, apparently not. They literally introduce her.
She looks like his mom.
She's in the movie she looks like his mom. That's it. Other than that, she's fucking useless. They do nothing with her. They have all this setup and build up, and they do absolutely nothing with it.
Do you know what's the dumbest thing with her character? She takes his phone and then has enough time to live stream. That's what you would do in that situation. He has a cell phone that clearly has phone service. Why did she, call her the police herself instead of live streaming?
That's what she's doing.
She live streamed because it was supposed to tell mass people, hey, go and check this apartment if you live there.
Also, I know. Side note, I know that this is M. Night Shyamalan's
That's been done
daughter
before
who's
as well,
playing Raven.
real life.
I know this is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, playing the singer in the movie. She's a good singer, but I'll tell you right now, keep that girl away from acting. Oh my god! Oh,
and look,
cringe.
She may be good, but she did the best of what she had.
Had some moments. Some of them were okay.
I can't name a movie I've seen in the past year that made me cringe from dialogue like her.
Yeah. She had the right facial expressions. The dialogue was not translating very well. But that's why this movie isn't good. She should have never been in that position as a character anyway. She was supposed to be this singer. It's supposed to be us as kids. When we go to a concert, potentially our dream is to meet our favorite singer or rapper or whatever. But the thing is, that's supposed to be a dream. They made the dream to a reality, and they had to force her to be a character, which in reality, it should have just stayed as, this little girl idolizes this lady singer. That's what it should have been.
I get what they were trying to do with it, but they failed.
This movie feels like what should have been maybe a 45-minute short film on YouTube. It feels like someone shot a 45-minute short film about a serial killer trying to get away from the police at a concert, but they just took that initial concept and threw in a third act that makes no fucking sense and didn't need to be there.
Third act is just so, my god. Then before the big reveal that I mentioned earlier that is just awful and ruins the entire movie, he just tells her he's the killer.
I don't think it ruins I don't think
that didn't bother me either, because that's a serial killer.
Well, no, it's not that it even bothered me. It was just more like, could he just not have told her that? And then because the daughter knew her at that moment. Couldn't he have just asked her, hey, can we get out of here with you? Because maybe she has a cancer or blah 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 that he made up. Did he have to tell her he was a serial killer?
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought too. Like he was gonna I thought he was gonna go in the dressing room. He brought a carbon monoxide. I thought he was gonna knock her out and be like
that's what I thought.
We gotta get her out of here. She's passed out.
Or I thought that that's a great idea too. It was just I thought he was gonna bring up maybe, hey, could you get us out of here? Because I get it, something like that. Did he really have to reveal that he was the killer?
No, he didn't.
He really didn't, honestly.
I
don't know. Throughout the first two acts avoided everything. Everything. I don't know what this movie was trying to do. It's really
you know what that was? That was just forced tension. That's all it was.
It's just unneedlessly stretched out movie for no reason whatsoever. Because the movie's premise is already ruined by the fact that you know who the killer is. The tension and buildup is good and bad in some places. It's immersive in other places. This is a really just bad, contrived movie, if you really
It's a
think
great
about
concept.
it. It's an awesome concept, honestly.
It's a cool concept. And like I said, and this is where I think my opinion opposes yours, MSK. I don't think the third act ruins the first two acts, because for the first two acts, I was engaged. I was interested. I was like, okay, we know he's the killer already, but I kind of want to see what he's going to do. Like, how is he going to evade the police? And, you know, if they had just ended it after they left the theater, I mean, after they left the concert, the movie probably would have been solid. You know, it would have been an all right watch, but since they decided to stretch it out and just keep it going, and they just decided to fill this movie with a bunch of nonsense
that's why the third act
it.
is bad. Like that's what the third act is ruins the entire movie. It's forced. Right when it's the whole like, okay, the little girl met her, she had a chance to go on the stage with her. Okay, he's avoiding them. All right, even in the first two acts, scenes are just dragging out the forced tension, the forced dialogue with that one random lady with the daughter. And the daughters never interact. So that never has any payoff, even though they say daughter treated her bad.
It does. Like you may have been sued for this. They show when she goes on stage to dance.
I saw the scene where the daughter's mad. Yeah.
So the daughter. So like all that drama is probably caused by the daughter because she's a piece of shit and her mom's a piece of shit. That's the payoff for that.
No, I saw that. I was just like, I was hoping for more of a dialogue exchange or a meeting, but then again, that's just me being a purist because I'm a rich, hot, good-looking man.
Also, to add salt to injury, you know, this is the cherry on top. This is the straw that broke the camel's back a little bit. Is that
the other ones that we've mentioned?
They try to leave this movie off on a cliffhanger where they're trying to set up for a sequel that you know this movie's not going to get.
I would say right now, if there's a sequel announced and somehow he just gets out of that truck, this would be one of the worst movies ever.
They pretty much tell you he's going to get out of the truck. He gets out of the handcuffs and just kind of smiles at the camera like a damn dork.
The buddy and my daughter both asked, how's he going to get out? I said, listen, in real life, he wouldn't. There's going to be multiple cops there, guns drawn to begin with. In movie life, he'll probably rush the door, grab a gun, you know, he'll get away. Movie magic, that's what happens. But that's where the movie killed me. The very end, when he's walking towards his mother and they tase him.
That was the final strike for me.
Hold on. Yeah. Understandable. And my buddy was like, how does that not work? It's like, bro, I've watched dudes get hit with 6, 8, 12 probes and keep walking through that shit. Excited delirium or drug use. And he had excited delirium and he was drugged up.
Yeah.
So, but when he rushed that one and he had him down with his thumbs in his eye, that other guy would have unloaded an entire magazine into his back.
That part didn't, because I was already almost about to get the rope for that
part
lady
killed
revealing that shit. Because for me, the lady reveal, which is the ultimate twist, that almost made me get the fucking rope and maybe actually drink bath salts or eat bath salts or some shit. That was just bad.
The other part that killed me was when he gets to the bike. He stands it up and puts the kickstand. I knew he was putting the kickstand. I'm like, it's OCD. He's got to stand it up. I get it. But when he literally went down and got back up, not long enough to break. When they zoom in on the bike wheel, the bike wheel was not rusted. It was not damaged in any way. So he sat there and took a fresh spoke, broke it off in 2 seconds. Didn't sense. And now look, the way he's chained, his hands cannot go higher than this.
Yeah.
They can't.
They can't even expand.
They have to been working at it, and they would have seen him do it. No, that's the other part that ruined the movie for me.
In your part, because I told you before, I went to a cop too. This guy putting his fingers in another FBI's bro, just actually blow his brains out at that point. He actually just unload that guy.
Blown. Yeah, the other officer would have moved to where he wasn't shooting through him to the other cop, like to the side or something, and just unloaded
the part before that. So we mentioned earlier that he's in the limo trying to capture Raven. Somehow, just because he has instant transmission, he can get out of this, which makes no sense at all. Turns out, also another twist, because this guy just loves this cinnamon twist. Fucking hell. The mother...
Shyamalan went overboard on the twists in this movie.
The mother and the FBI agent leader knew he'd come back So they concocted that plan for him to eat that cake with that sedative to knock him out. Wait a minute. That means they knew he was coming back, had a chance to enter the house. They could have just captured him then. But they let him get next to her, potentially trying to kill her. They know he's not a sane person.
Yeah.
What movie are we watching? This is bad.
To be fair,
just makes no sense.
To be fair, name me a movie where they set that up and they caught the bad guy. It never happens because the bad guy either has a feeling before he gets in the house or gets in the house, has a feeling, and gets away before they can spring the trap on him.
Well, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. I mean,
that's what I said, to be fair. Oh, that happened at the beginning, and then he still went on a killing spree. Fuck off.
You said name me one. I was like, okay.
It never works when they're about to catch him for the final time. It never works. So to be fair, I'm with you. But at the same time, like, yeah, well, if they'd have written it, if they'd have done that, he would have had a feeling and not going in the house, or he'd have gotten out the house.
Because it's crazy because after that scene, you don't see Raven anymore. She puts her hand on that one guy who's been captured.
And then the girl she touches is the one who said, "I know the house."
Yeah, she's not seen the movie anymore. It's just, man. So I want to ask you. We'll start with Nate too. Just your closing thoughts on the movie. Actually, pretty sure we've covered all the bases of it. Honestly.
Well, I was going to ask, did you guys laugh at the after credit scene?
Yes, that was hilarious.
I did.
That was fun.
I was like, that's pretty funny.
I'm never talking to anyone at work again.
I know that guy. I helped that guy. I'm never talking to anyone again. Dude, my God.
I'm glad that had some payoff, because if that didn't have any payoff, you're supposed to believe that a guy with trusted information like that would just give it out to just a random firefighter. That would never happen, guys. Like, so stupid. Has that ever happened? Really? That happened.
I don't know if I would go that far, but he
gave the private code to a random firefighter that they trusted him with.
I'm not gonna say undercover, but I've worked sort of undercover places, and part of what we were told was see if you can get someone to give you information who works to protect the environment, protect the area. See if you can get one of the employees to give you information so we can find and plug a leak. And people without any training want to be important. They want to feel like they have a purpose. And I could see him telling him that, especially knowing he's a first responder. He wants to kind of like, I'm like one of you guys. No. That does happen quite a bit. So my buddy was like, does that happen? I'm like, yes, that happened.
I want to one thing I almost forgot. M. Night Shyamalan does do a guest appearance in the movie. He's the guy that you saw give the girl the okay to go on stage. It was the uncle, which is, it's so he's certainly one of the directors ever. I will give him that.
I like this cameo.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
You can tell his daughter is just. M. Night Shyamalan, if your daughter's single, I mean, come on,
hit this man up.
I have said it before. I'll say it again. M. Night Shyamalan. You said he's one of the directors of all time.
He's certainly one of the directors.
He is the walking human epitome of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Bro.
Because occasionally you'll get a split, and on occasion you'll get you'll get a happening.
9 times out of 10, you'll get a trap. Sorry, the joke was leading there. But Darnell, we'll start with you, man. Any closing thoughts you want to say about M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap?
It wasn't bad. I would say it's not movie theater.
It wasn't bad. It sure was.
Rent it, buy the DVD, buy it online, whatever. It was a good little movie. The two things I mentioned at the end, the two officers both not well, he's got another guy's life in his hands, literally doesn't get shot, and then the literal 5 seconds to stand the bike up was not long enough to pull the spoke. I do have to say I was half expecting a connection to Split or Unbreakable in this. I was half expecting it.
But then that's the twist we didn't get.
Everything's going to tie back to Unbreakable and Bruce Willis somehow, right?
I had a feel. I was like, man, there's going to be some kind of connection to this. But no.
That's the twist. This movie took place the same day Unbreakable happened.
Nate, any your closing thoughts on the movie?
Like I said, you know, M. Night Shyamalan is the human epitome of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. To me, this movie, once again, it's a classical case of you got a really cool idea, but you really don't know how to 100% execute it. I thought Josh Hartnett did a really good job. You know, he was genuinely creepy for what they did with him. You know, there were moments where, you know, you really got to see him shine through as a psycho. I still think, you know, like you pointed out earlier, if they had given this an R rating, they probably could have leaned into it a little bit more. But I think for what they did with this rating and what they did with him, it worked. And you were invested in him enough to see, you wanted to see, okay, how the hell is he going to get out of this situation? I think if they had just kept it, you know, at maybe an hour and 15, you know, do the whole concert thing, and then they had ended it after that, this would have been a nice little solid, you know, thriller from the POV of, you know, the killer, you know, the psycho. But what ultimately ruins, you know, my rating for it is the third act that is just so jumbled, so awfully written, and just so balls to the walls fucking insane that you're just kind of sitting there watching it like, dude, what are we doing? Like I said, they had a really cool idea, really cool concept, but it really just fell through with its execution because of this third act. But overall, it's no happening, and I I mean, if it was on TV again, I'd check it out. You know, I'm not going to jump on the band
You guys are
wagon
much
like
nicer
you
than
do.
me. I'll just say that. So for me, I know there's going to be plenty of articles coming out about like how did she know? Because it's crazy. There's going to be articles coming out, like I just mentioned earlier, that she knew he was the killer. First of all, those would make no sense because they tell you in the movie how she knew everything. So reading that's a waste of time. If I'm just saying, in the future, if you ever see articles trying to explain the ending of this movie, just go actually Google the scene on YouTube and watch it yourself. There's no reason to read it when she tells you everything that happens.
Yeah.
That reveal is one of the stupidest reveals for a movie ever. It makes the movie completely useless, makes it not even worth even checking out because it completely erases the fabric of the movie. She reveals she knew this guy was a serial killer because she smelled cleaning supplies, blah, 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 all that shit. She let her 12-year-old daughter go to a fucking concert with a serial killer.
And
he could have been
somehow
captured multiple times throughout the movies. Multiple times this guy could be captured in the movie.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And somehow that twist is still not as terrible as the plants are trying to kill Mark Wahlberg and his family.
Thank God it wasn't that bad. I'd have got the rope.
Now, I do have to say,
Mm-hmm.
my buddy brought that up
Mm-hmm.
after we saw the movie, and I said, well, I can justify, well, not justify, I can sort of explain her actions with this. If she would have just gone to someone and said, hey, my husband's the butcher, that could have
She had evidence.
Well, all she had was the house. Now you see, she went with the empty house.
Right.
His clothes smelled, and that was it. She had nothing. She put two and two together herself and found his bag. Now the bag could have been enough to start an investigation. I think what she did was she took what she had and skipped the investigation, which would have taken months. Because in a real situation like this, there is months and months of evidence gathering to catch someone. I think what she did by leaving the receipt and calling the tip in, that is more effective than if she'd have walked in and said, my husband's the butcher. She probably would have been laughed out of the building at that. So what she did was a little more effective.
It's one of those movies where the reveals just make everything worse and more.
You have to know this stuff.
Because the thing is, she knew in advance because the concert was set in advance. She knew that he had purchased a ticket for their daughter. This was in the movie. I know they're going to discuss the movie online because the twist is really contrived. She knew in advance because the concert is set in advance. She knew the concert itself is set in advance because they purchased the tickets 2 weeks before.
The daughter said, not the daughter, the singer said something in the movie which didn't make sense at the end when she said, I found the receipt. Yeah. The daughter said, I mean, not the daughter, the Shyamalan's daughter said this concert was put together to catch the Butcher.
Yes, that means that
But
has to be in
later-
advance.
But later, the wife says, "I found a ticket in your pocket, and then I called the tip in."
Yeah, this is
So
why
that
the
didn't make
reveal is
sense.
the way the
That didn't
reveal
make
is
sense.
stupid. The movie's just
Bad
bad.
editing.
It's badly written. The third act is, my God, just goes on. First of all, not only are the twists make the movie not just basically a negative movie where it
Too
shouldn't
long.
exist anyway. Because this thing, this is how. Please make this in your mind, guys. She knows eventually. Long story short, she finds out he's a serial killer. Okay, so we know that. They go through all this to set a trap for him. Why didn't they just arrive and do all this when they leave for the concert at their house and capture him? What's
Or
the
be
movie
there
need
when
to
he
even
comes
be?
back.
Yeah, what does the movie even need to happen for? It's one of the dumbest reveals I have ever heard a character say. It's beyond bad. Then the things. Okay, so I did like the daughter-father relationship is cool. The immersive concert feel is cool. Some of the dialogue is just outside of those two is really bad. Like Nate got a dialogue is bad in this movie. This is just like, bro, this is awful. If it's not the daughter and dad interacting, then the dialogue is worthless. Honestly, just trash at that point. Just like people are gonna ask me, would I go to the theater seats? I always do this with every movie since I've been doing this. Always go and watch for yourself, judge for yourself, make your own decisions for yourself. Now, if you're asking me my own personal opinion, outside of just that general rule I have for myself, you can just buy this on 4K, HD, Blu-ray, whatever it's going to get released on later on. If this gets released on streaming in 2 weeks, that's good. This movie does not deserve to make money. This movie's terrible.
If there's nothing else you want to watch and this intrigues you, go see it in the theater. If there's something else you want to see, I would say hold off on this so you don't feel like you've invested too much into the going see this. It's a not one of his better twist movies, but it's an okay movie.
Ironically, Speak No Evil is probably going to be the better version of what this movie should have been.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, did I hate my time watching this? Well, no, I always enjoy watching movies on the big screen in general. So even if it's a bad movie, I still enjoyed going and having
Unless
the
it's family
experience.
camp.
Or Eternals.
Unless it's
family.
Halloween
Or
ends.
Shang-Chi.
Or Eternals. Oh my God, fucking hell. Unless it's those, obviously. Nah, it's just, yeah. Would I check out more movies from this guy? You know what? Given how much this actually made me do this, probably. He's a director that does invoke emotion in people. I think that's really rare to people that still do. So if you're asking me, if it's once this comes to streaming and you watch this on streaming, you're probably gonna be happy you saved some money on this. Like, if you want to wait, go ahead and wait. It's not a movie I would be paying like Dolby IMAX ticket prices for.
No.
Deadpool Wolverine, Despicable Me 4 potentially. Yeah, this you can wait till streaming for. Just being honest here. So that was our movie review of M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap. Make sure you guys go and check out Darnell Quigley and Fumoto Nate's YouTube channels and Twitters. I'm going to leave them linked in the description box below. Give them follows and subs on their YouTube channels and Twitter accounts, actually. And thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. Make sure you guys, if you're new or returning viewer, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. And hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And we will see you guys later. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.
That gay dude scene was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. I will give it
At
that.
the end, I was laughing my ass
yeah.
off at that when he like moves his jacket. I'm like,
I really wanted to like it, especially after
Never
seeing.
laughed at all.
Well, here's
No.
the thing. After seeing "Don't Knock at the Cabin" last year, which was really good.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I had a lot of high
This
hopes
one
for
Dave
this
Bautista,
one.
right?
Yes, the one with
Yeah.
Dave
I
Bautista.
saw the trailers for that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Four Horsemen.
It was good.
Dude,
Oh,
It was
okay.
good.
that was fucking good.
I'll have
was
to watch
good.
it.
The only gripe I have about that movie is the only gripe I have about that movie is that the twist is kind of predictable. I mean, literally,
Yeah.
they even spell it out for you halfway through
In
the
the
film.
trailer.
Man, these
Mhm.
guys sure look like the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and they literally come out at the end. They're like, "Yeah, they're the four horsemen of the
I
apocalypse."
picked it up on the trailer.
Right. But I don't know. Once again, he just kind of throws shit at the wall and see what sticks. Sometimes
Constantly.
it works. Sometimes he works.
What-
That's the thing.
Why
though.
can't he just do like one reveal
no,
and then it's just
hold
the
up.
movie?
Hold on. I have to kind of give the guy a little credit because at least he's persistent. At least he will do the one thing that a lot of other directors won't do. And it's that he'll put something out there And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. He doesn't stop after that. He'll try to put something else out. And you know what? Sometimes it will work. So I still give the guy a lot of credit.
Throwing shit at the wall. Eventually, if you throw enough shit at the wall, something is going to stick.
Something's going to stick.
He's sticking to what made him famous.
Yeah.
He's not changing for studios, changing for the pendulum swinging back the other direction. He is staying true to what he started.
And
that's
I
why
respect
I
it.
the guy.
Yeah, even though his movies, he's certainly one of the directors. I'll say he's certainly one of the directors' movies I will check out to see how absurd and how stupid they are going to be, because he does have a unique style for doing his thing.
Yeah,
I would never watch. I don't know if I know a director that I have a writer on a movie where the fucking villain is plants and wind. That only he can do that. Keep in mind, I forgot to mention this in the review, but it won't matter. Yes, he wrote the movie, but it said in the trailer anyway too. Yeah, maybe stop doing that.
Wait, no. I thought she wrote the movie. The daughter wrote the movie.
No, he wrote the movie. I think she produced it, or she
had
helped
something to do with it. Because I know her name was in the credits at the beginning, like not as an actress.
He's credited as the sole writer and director. I think I could be wrong.
Are we?
He's the sole writer. Yeah.
Is Iron supposed to be joining us? Or?
No. That's the 9 o'clock one. So we'd have to end this one a little bit and do the 9 o'clock one.
Oh. I didn't know you were doing 2 shows tonight.
Well, I gotta make up for last night.
He's doing the other one, remember?
So we're gonna wrap this up in about 5 minutes. So I gotta get that show ready. I mean, if you're gonna join, then let me know, because I know Iron wants to. Let me message him right now, or talk to the group chat and be like,
I'll stay for a little bit, but I'm trying not. The thing is, I've kind of fallen into this slump where I've been staying up till like 4 a.m. and I need to stop.
Maybe we might just cover it tomorrow. I don't know.
School this week, so I got to get back into like going to bed before 3 a.m.
Well,
oh really? Yeah.
Well, I want to have more hours to sleep. That's the thing, because I don't have to get up until like 2:30, p.m.
Ooh.
But the thing is, stop.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
But the thing is, I can still run on like 8 hours of sleep, but I'd like to get, like maybe 11 hours, get some extra sleep and, wake up feeling in peak condition. I'm not going into work chugging energy drinks every day, looking like a zombie, just trying to make it through the day.
I will be honest here. That makes my life better. Chugging energy drinks? Fuck yeah.
I also got to text my ex-boss tomorrow and turn down his job offer.
Well, I'm glad you did, man. I'm glad you're doing that because you seem happier.
$24 an hour is not worth my soul, especially at that fucking job, dude.
No.
Makes sense.
I don't know what you did before, but you are definitely happier now.
Dude, even if they offered me $35 an hour, I still wouldn't go back.
What the hell did you do before?
I was a parts supervisor at that place.
Oh.
I was in charge of logistics. I was in charge of getting drivers on the road, making sure they had what they needed for deliveries and all that. But here's the problem. They never let me do the job the way I needed to. I couldn't discipline anybody when they fucked up. I couldn't write anybody up. And on top of that, everybody just wanted to make me the fucking blame. They just wanted to play a blame game with me all the fucking time and make me the fall guy anytime something went fucking wrong.
Yeah, with that.
You
like your job, man.
And the thing was, I got called ungrateful. I got called lazy. I was told I never did anything worth a damn. But without me, none of them fucking drivers would have been getting on the road making deliveries, and none of the fucking 2,000 parts they got every single fucking morning would have gotten checked in if I wasn't fucking there in the morning to check the stupid shit in. So all of that, but I'm lazy. I don't do anything.
I can see that.
Yeah, but I love Craig. He's the assistant manager there. He was the only one that, would really let me just, vent. But the general manager there, Al, oh God, I wouldn't wipe my ass with that motherfucker, man. Like, I would probably shoot that guy. Well, in Minecraft behind the paywall. said by a guy named Full Metal Nate. But yeah, I just I appreciate the fact that they thought about me. That's cool. But the amount of shit the
whole thing, man. You don't know what you lost until it's gone. They probably thought he could replace you, but it didn't happen in time.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they lost the girl that did replace me. That's why they're fucking calling me.
Of course the girl left, but because reasons, obviously.
Yeah, she wasn't putting up with that shit. And look, if it would be a lot different if they didn't treat me like shit for 4 years. And I probably would go back, but I remember how things were. I remember how I was. You guys fucking saw me on some of these streams. There were some streams I was showing up to where I was just pissed fucking drunk, falling asleep on stream because, dude, I was depressed as shit. I didn't feel anything of that job. That job just sucked my life and my fucking soul out of me. It's part of the reason why I stepped away from YouTube for like a year and a half, because I didn't have a life because of that fucking job. So yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you throw at me. I'm not going back to that fucking job. Sorry.
No, you're right.
And you're not going to convince me to. I'm not going back. Why would I want to go back to a place that made me so fucking miserable? Like, not doing it. Sorry. Like, I love Craig, but Al can kiss my ass. Like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Probably just do that Nerdrotics show tomorrow. It's
Sure.
Sunday. Yeah,
You just
I'm
want
gonna
to
try
just-
to chill and play League or something. I don't know. After
You
we
just
get on
wanna-
this show, I already did 2 shows back to back, and doing another one of talking is just woo. Because I have to plan. Well, no, we're gonna do it. Obviously, it's just I have to get the vlog footage ready. Because before I even put out the review, I gotta do the vlog footage first. That has to spoil the free review first. So this is the stuff I just got to get done. But no, we got to do this more often. I like doing the open spoiler discussions. We did one for Deadpool Wolverine. People
What
said they
would
like
be-
that one. I imagine they like this one.
Well, let me get on the Regal app and figure out
Regal.
what's coming out next, because
So what you got? Because Alien Romulus is not this week, but it's the third week of the month.
yeah,
I know we're all going to be watching that, so that might have to be.
I'll wait till it comes. I like Aliens, but I mean, I don't know. Like it's a prequel.
It's an
That's why we are quoting it. It's a prequel. I mean, we know where the story went. I don't care what else happened in the beginning.
I'll be honest here, man. All those characters are going to die anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like one's gonna live. Ooh, it's probably gonna be the gay.
probably gonna be the girl.
The gay
Fuck,
chick, yeah.
crazy.
Because
No,
there is a gay couple.
Because also, what I wanted to point out is it doesn't always have to be the same people. I mean, obviously I'd be here, but it doesn't always have to be the same people. I mean, Nate would mostly be here for doing this because he usually sees the newest stuff. But if Darnell's not here sometimes, you might have another person, or it might just be
I'm probably
two.
not
Let
gonna
people
see
know.
a movie for a while.
I really don't know what other movies coming up aside because it's just Twisters, Despicable Me 4.
I already saw Twisters.
I never even saw the first one, so I have to watch the first one first.
Twisters
Oh, that's a
fucking
good
great.
movie, man.
Here's the thing. It is dumb, over the top, but dude, the characters are great. The dialogue is great. Bill Paxton is fucking great. Dude, the fucking soundtrack and the score and that shit's fucking awesome. And dude, for a movie that came out in 1996, that shit still looks fucking great.
Are you
dude,
gonna go watch Alien Romulus, Nate?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it.
Okay, just making sure. Okay,
And dude, the shot where the scene where they're driving through the ditch is the fucking Twisters coming up on them from behind, dude, and it smashes into that barn and it just fucking explodes as they're driving away. You're like, oh my god, it's a good movie, MSK. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would probably love to go see it in theaters. I don't think I have time to, but we will need it.
I'm looking at what else is coming out.
We
I
should do
don't
a
know if I
review
have
of
time.
We should do a review of that.
I do want to watch it. I do.
No, you do not. You do not want to watch it.
I
want to watch
do.
what?
I have to
I
shit on
watched.
things.
I watched.
Wanna watch what?
Disparu's review and Neurotic's review of it. It is fucking horse shit. Batman and Cape Crusader.
Yeah.
Fucking horse shit. Batman is not in the show. I think for like the most of the season. It follows Montoya,
Hell yeah, diversity.
Who is gay with Harley Quinn, I think. And yeah, I think Montoya and Harley Quinn are a couple.
Oh, please.
And Harley Quinn's like a big Asian brunette.
All right, so MSK, it looks like the two big movies for this upcoming weekend are Borderlands and another horror movie called Cuckoo. I've seen trailers for it.
Yeah, that's the one with the dude from Moon Knight. And yeah. Are you interested in any of those? Let's just wait till Alien Romulus.
Yeah, here's the thing. I would review Cuckoo, but that feels like something I would do by myself just because I like elevated
if you
horror.
want me to watch them, just let me know. That way I can plan for it. As long as you tell me which movie you want to watch, I'll go watch it.
Well, I
This
know.
is up
I'm
to
just
you.
saying. I know the
Tell me
kind of movies I
tell me
like.
which one.
I mean, I'm down to talk about Cuckoo, but I mean, we can wait until Alien Romulus because I
No,
know
because like if my
that's the big one.
theater, I say check out my theater has because I live in a weird town. I don't know if my theater's gonna have it. So what week is Cuckoo coming out? Because that sounds like Cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs, Cocoa Puffs. Fucking
all right.
fuck.
So it says it's coming out August 9th, so
Oh.
that's this week.
Friday. It's Friday.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
this
I'm
Friday.
not. I don't think I'm getting it. Yeah, I don't have it. For this Thursday coming up because new movies would pop up for the Thursday showings. I have Borderlands and I have Ruby Gilman Teenage Kraken.
That came out last year. Why the fuck are they trying to play that?
Okay. Do you want to? Okay. I'm not a fan of the Borderlands games at all. I could have cared less with them.
Me
Do you want to
neither.
watch Borderlands?
I mean, I'll check it out, but the thing is, I haven't delved into the games like
Me
everybody
neither.
else has,
We
so
just-
I
we
don't
just,
I don't know shit about it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of a waste. I think we'll just do Alien Romulus then.
Yeah.
Because I don't even have the other movie you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But it's up to you. If you want to watch Harold and the Purple Canyon with Zachary Levi, or if you want to watch Despicable Me 4 or Borderlands, just any of those, let me know.
I thought Despicable Me 4 was already came and went. Like, is it
No,
going
it's
back
still
to
in theaters.
theaters?
It's still
in.
yeah, it's one of those that's lasting like a month or two. It's making a lot of money.
All right, so we'll do outros because people are waiting on me. Darnell, what you got planned coming up, man?
I'm feeling better after a stomach virus kicked my ass last week, so I'll probably be back tomorrow night and Monday night with the Iron Man podcast. We have Curse of Strahd in a week and a half, 2 weeks. On the Saturday, and sporadically dropping here and there, and hopefully now that I'll have a few hours throughout the day where I won't have children running around screaming, I can get back to working on music.
Hi, Chloe.
Oh,
Hope you're having a good day, lady.
Oh, children running around and screaming.
Yeah.
I did not miss working in the daycares. Kids literally suck the actual life out of you in terms of like your actual physical health.
I couldn't see you working in a daycare. There's something about that seems off.
It's just they're such a bundle. I am not a mean person to them, so if they actually want something that's bad for them, I'll feel so bad and give it to them, even though it's probably not a good thing.
In this case, the janitor that's like, "Hey kid, you want a lollipop?" No,
he's Uncle Nintendo. Hey, yeah, here's a controller.
Now you take this home and you hit your sister with it. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. No.
That's supposed to be that's how you would spell your stripper name, Chloe with an O in the front. Actually,
cool.
Oh no,
cool.
Nate, what you got planned coming up besides being black?
Why? Because I'm wearing a flat bill and was drinking grape soda earlier. No.
So yeah. Unless me and Nate decide on a movie, we won't be seeing this kind of a show until basically Alien Romulus.
I got a couple of movie reviews coming up. Like Darnell said, Curse of Strahd is in another 2 weeks. I've already started doing prep on that. Iron's been sharing some pretty cool art that he's been making for our characters in our Strahd chat. Dude, I didn't think you could make Daisy Ridley look extremely attractive, but he somehow managed to, and oh my god. But
WNBA is coming back.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The WNBA is coming back, so that show will be coming back.
When does the Fever play?
In a couple weeks.
But anyway, yeah, just movie reviews and Curse of Strahd for me, man. That's about it.
Because I know my friend James. You know, where we were in the car going to the San Diego thing, he talked about fantasy football to do. So like, you know how we do the basketball stuff. He wanted to do a I guess thing with me and Chaz and James were thinking about doing something for like football in terms of that for fantasy football, but we'll see how it goes.
Manageable. Because you got one game a week you get ready for. Basketball, every day you got to get on top of it.
Basketball's hard. I can do it. It's just now we're juggling movies, we're juggling sports, we're juggling a lot of stuff here. But that's fine. It's more episodes of the show. I like it actually. So as you guys know, you will be getting the vlog first because that's a spoiler-free review first. Then you're gonna get this as a review for Trap, and then as you guys know, if you don't want to watch my content on YouTube because you're against big tech, that's awesome. I have Rumble. Pretty much just because you haven't seen all my videos on Rumble yet, doesn't mean I'm not going to upload them. I've just been a little bit behind on getting the backup content there. I might even just upload the very first videos I used to do on YouTube to Rumble just to make sure they're safe, just in case anything happens. But discussion for another day. So Cloud9 Podcast episodes going to Rumble, new episodes of the Iron Man Podcast and Cloud9 Podcast going to the podcasting platforms, and new content is going to be dropping throughout the week. Thank you guys for your continued support. I really do want to say thank you guys all. We're juggling a lot of stuff here, and I have to be the showrunner and get these guys in their fucking place, but it's what I got to do. We got sports coming up. Indiana Fever's playing in a few weeks, and we'll talk about that.
Sports ball.
Balls. And
Balls in your mouth, in your ass.
With that being said, hope you guys had a great weekend. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man Podcast. See you guys later. Peace out, everyone.
Peace.
Deuces.